Good day. We are in the 8th day of the 79th General Convention of the Episcopal Church, and I wanted to have an opportunity to greet you before it's over. As you probably know, General Convention is mostly a matter of relentless committee work to work through the hundreds of resolutions that come before General Convention, to sift through them and to perfect them, and then the legislative work that happens in the House of Bishops and the House of Deputies. But that relentless work is punctuated from time to time by moments of intense emotion and grace, one of which happened yesterday when the House of Bishops reversed a decision that it had made in 1966 to expel the missionary diocese of Cuba from the Episcopal Church. Throughout all the years since then, the Episcopalians in Cuba have continued to view themselves as part of the Episcopal family. And finally, they have been brought back into the fold. It was such a moment of emotion when their bishop, Griselda Delgado del Carpio, was ushered from the gallery into the House of Bishops area, with all the bishops standing to honor her and to applaud wildly, and then to burst into the doxology. And then we heard some wonderful words from her in Spanish with the help of an interpreter. What a day that was. And today, she and her delegation were presented to the House of Deputies. Same thing happened. Now, I'm not going to take time to do an overview of the entire General Convention. I know that our wonderful Southern Ohio deputation has been doing a lot on social media, and our great director of communications, David Dreisbach, who's actually sitting across the table from me right now, have done so much to keep you apprised of what's going on here. But I would like to focus attention on three areas of energy here, which I hope the deputation and I can bring into our life in Southern Ohio when we return. First of all, about a week ago now, the House of Bishops, particularly led by the women bishops in the House, led a service of lamentation for women and also men who have suffered sexual harassment and abuse, having invited people across the diocese to share their stories, anonymously or not, 12 of which were read aloud at this service of lamentation, this service of listening. And it was a very, very powerful evening, I can tell you. I'm hopeful that we can find ways with your help to create occasion and space for safe conversations about this issue in our own diocese. And so more about that after convention. Secondly, there's been a lot of energy around care for creation, witnessing against the degradation of our planet and the way in which especially the poor of this planet are affected by climate change. And I'm hoping that we can build on energy that has already developed in Southern Ohio around these areas, particularly focused on urban and rural farming, on advocacy for food security, and witness against food deserts. So we'll obviously continue to talk about that as we move into the program year. And thirdly, and perhaps most importantly, this General Convention has focused largely on the area of racial reconciliation, particularly through the context of Martin Luther King Jr.'s idea of his call to become a beloved community. And speaking of beloved community, I'm so excited that the United Thank Offering has awarded a grant of over $30,000 to Southern Ohio to help us to develop listening centers around the diocese where, again, there can be a real and respectful and healing, but also challenging conversation around the whole matter of racial and ethnic bias. So we will certainly be talking about that as we move into the year. Having said all that, it makes me proud of the work that we've done here in Austin, but also it makes me eager to be back home again among you. So I hope to see you soon, and I wish you every blessing. Thank you.